Tarps are great, but they do require manpower to maneuver around the field. There are various sizes, shapes, and materials to consider with tarps. Area tarps are the most common tarps. They cover specific areas on the ball field, like the mound or home plate area. Larger area tarps may cover the entire skinned portion of an infield. The biggest tarps cover the entire infield, grass and all, for the ultimate rain protection. Obviously, the larger the tarp, the larger the crew you'll need to deploy and remove them. One of the easiest preventative measures to help speed recovery after rain is to simply float drag the infield before it rains. Typically, after a game, the infield is all chewed up. An infield that is not smoothed out will have trouble draining. Imperfections from cleats, footprints, etc. will collect water and allow more water to percolate through the soil. By smoothing out the skin with a float drag, water can flow more freely off the infield skin. We just talked about scarifying wet areas to open them up and allow them to dry more quickly. But scarifying before it rains? For the same reasons it's a good idea after rain, scarifying before it rains is a bad idea. So if you know rain is coming, avoid nail dragging your infield. Scarifying exposes more soil and more pore space, which can quickly fill with water, creating puddles and allowing for deeper penetration of water. You'll have a muddy mess on your hands. When you're expecting rain, keep your infield as tight as possible. Your infield will shed water more effectively. Avoid nail dragging, and if you have time, use a float drag. You could even consider rolling your infield skin to increase firmness and improve drainage. You know there's a light rain coming, but there's a game that you just have to get in. What can you do to keep your field playable if the game has to be played in a light rain? 3 things: float drag, roll, and drying agent. If your infield skin has no top dressing, add about 1/8 to 1/4 inch of calcined clay drying agent and drag it smooth. The calcined clay will help absorb moisture during a light rain, and it won't stick to players' cleats. Keep in mind, every infield skin will react differently to rainfall. Watch how your field reacts. By paying close attention, you can use the right preventative techniques, and that will help speed your work after it rains. Try this pop quiz on rainfall rescues before moving to another lesson or preparing for your final exam.